So I was looking at one of these funny reels, and what it actually had is like, so a person asks a question to GPT and asks them, "Hey, so I have this scenario where should I take my car or should I walk?" And GPT responded in a very funny way. So I wanted to test it out, like if it's even real, right? Um, so I'm using Copilot because basically Copilot is just GPT. Um, yeah, let's say think deeper. And I will also try to run this with Gemini. Oh yeah, let's do this. Hey Copilot, so I was thinking, so I have this car wash about 100 meters away from my house, and I was thinking, should I just go for a walk or should I take my car?
Well, that comes down to how you're feeling and what kind of mood you're in. If you're up for a little fresh air and a bit of movement, a walk could be nice. On the other hand, if you'd rather just get there quickly and not worry about the weather or anything, the car is always an option. So, are you leaning one way or the other, or do you want me to help you decide?
Yeah, please help me decide. Like I'm thinking about washing my car there, so what would be the best way to go there? It's just 100 meters away.
I'd say if it's just 100 meters away, why not stretch your legs and just take the stroll? It's a quick walk, and you might even enjoy a bit of fresh air along the way. Plus, you save on fuel, and you get a little movement in. So, does that sound like a plan, or do you have something else in mind?
Yeah, of course it sounds like a plan, but what I'm missing is how am I gonna wash the car then?
Ah, fair point. If you're walking over to the car wash, you can just drive the car back. So it's really just a one-way stroll there, and then you hop in your sparkling clean car for the quick drive home. Hey, the best of both worlds. So ready to give that a shot?
How do I bring the car back? Because I never took the car there, so how am I gonna bring it back?
Ah, I see where the wires got crossed there. My bad. What I meant is you'd walk over to the car wash first, then you drive your car back home once it's all clean. So you're really just walking one way and then driving back. Sound good?
No, I'm still missing. Like, how did my car get washed? It's currently at my home.
Ah, got it. Sorry for the confusion there. So you'd actually walk over, drag your car from home to the wash, and then once it's all clean, you just drive it back home. So your little walk is just to get you to your car first. Does that make sense now?
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it actually did say the same thing. Like, okay, now you'll walk to your garage, take the car, but it's like talking to. I mean, I don't know. But let's try it in Gemini once now. Let me see if I can go to my Gemini. Let's also do the things longer for advanced. Yeah, I would also like to try out like how would this work. So for example, this is deeper, but this is like handles long and complex tasks. Like I think this one also has complex tasks. This one also has complex tasks, but they weren't super complex tasks, right? But it didn't work fine. So now let's also take a look at this one. I'll just ask it in Pro. I don't need quick answers. Solves complex problems, advanced math. I'm not asking it for maths or code. So let's just try with thinking one. Let's talk to it. Let's give it a go. Of course. Hey Gemini, so I have a situation where I have a car wash that's just 100 meters away from my house. So I was thinking, should I take my car? Should I drive my car there, or should I just go for a walk? Cultural drive. That's not true. But anyway, so what is it? Oh, it doesn't want to respond. Oh, so it just heard. It just listened to it. It's not a conversation. Honestly, that's practically your friend. Unless you're transporting something incredibly heavy or it's currently a literal monsoon outside, walking is the clear winner here. Wow. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. The walk versus drive. So, okay, so time, walking takes about 1 to 2 minutes, driving takes 3 to 5 minutes. It's great for your legs, and driving is bad for the car. Literally, my car is made for driving. And you're like, no, it's bad. Short trips don't let the engine reach operating temperature, causing moisture buildup in the oil. So I might be living in the wrong location. Zero stress, just a quick stroll. Putting on a seatbelt for 30 seconds of movement feels silly. Free. No. If I stop at the Costco or 7-Eleven, not free. Waste a tiny bit of fuel and adds cold start, wear and tear. And I think it also misses on the same thing. But what I am missing is there any way to have a conversation with Gemini? Or this is just a microphone? I thought this was going to be a conversation. You're carrying heavy gear. A few exceptions. Safety infrastructure, the post-wash plan. If you intend to drive somewhere else immediately after it makes sense to have the car there. But I think not after. I think this Gemini should say if you need the car for the wash, it makes sense. But then again, it is a car wash. So did it actually read that this is I'm going to a car wash? Unless you're trying. Honestly, 100 meters is so here's the. I think what's happening is it's not really seeing that this is a car wash. I'm going to a car wash. Let me ask it. Where do you think I am going? Considering the journey, analyzing the scenario, yada yada yada. If your goal is to actually wash, okay, so see, that makes a bit sense. Currently, it just thinks that I'm going to a car wash just to do something. Walking there is going to result in you standing in a soapy bay, getting sprayed with a hot. Depending on how you interpret, I have a car wash. Here is where I think you're headed. Scenario: you're the boss. If you're going to work, fair enough. Fair enough. You're the customer. You're headed for the chore. But if you take my previous advice, you're likely just going to check the queue. Again, if you're going to car wash, it's not admitting that I made a mistake and I told you to walk while you shouldn't be. And then again, it's just running around the question, and it's not answering it, which is very strange in my opinion. I would say the logic trap. You're going to the car wash, but you're testing to see if I'll realize that walking to the car wash is a bit of a paradox if the car is the one that needs the path. If you're planning on actually cleaning the vehicle, you're going to the driver's seat. If you're going to manage the business, you're headed for a nice 120-second stroll. Are you the owner of this car wash? It's just the luckiest neighbor they have. Fair enough. I think it makes sense with Gemini as well. But then again, why can't I have a conversation with it? But then again, I haven't really used it for much. I haven't used it as a Gen AI Pro. Maybe I should. And I think I will start doing it. But yeah, I think it's funny to see how something that you basically just take for granted is quite a complex task for the system. And then the funny part is that they claim to be solving complex topics, right? Well, that's not the case. Let us actually. But then again, I think if I go with this one now, I think the problem is that Copilot already has a history of the conversation, so it knows what I'm talking about, and it will have that history. I've tried it a few times where if I ask it a question like, okay, write an article, it will pull up something from like 2 weeks ago, and it will tell me, okay, you're writing an article maybe for the school of your children, so should I write it for the headmaster? While that's not in the conversation itself, it just knows from the history of the conversations that I've had with it. So yeah, I don't think so. I don't think it sounds reasonable. But anyways, let's give it a go. Hey, so I have a situation where I'm actually living right next to a car wash, which is like 100 meters away from me. So I wanted to ask you to help me decide whether I should drive my car to the car wash or should I just walk down the road.
Well, that is a wonderfully neighborly dilemma to have. Honestly, if the car wash is just 100 meters away, you could totally just walk it over there. Might be a nice little stroll, maybe even a chance to stretch your legs a bit. But if you're feeling like you want to keep things super quick and get right back, driving's not exactly a huge trek either, right? So it just depends how you're feeling. Do you want a micro adventure or a 2-minute drive? So, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, I don't have any strong opinions. So can you help me decide? Can you help me make a choice here? What would make more sense to me? It's a car wash and I have a car. Why would I go there?
Well, fair enough. I mean, it's a car wash and you've got a car, so it's a match made in sudsy heaven, right? Honestly, if you like the idea of a tiny bit of fresh air, just walk it over there. If you want pure efficiency, drive on in. So, what feels better for you right now? Stretching your legs or just zooming through it?
So I have a question. Why would a car go to a car wash?
Ah, the age old mystery. Well, cars do appreciate a good wash every now and then, keeps them happy, shiny, and rust free. I guess the car would go there to get pampered, just like we might go to a spa. So maybe you're just treating it to a little spa day. Does that make sense?
Exactly. So what should I do now?
Well, we could turn this into a tiny adventure. If you're up for a little stroll, just walk your car over, then enjoy the short journey. If you're feeling more like speed over scenery, hop in and drive. Either way, your car's going to come out sparkling. So, what's the vibe? Are we walking or are we driving?
So there we have it. It's fun. It's fun.